Background. So, all right. Yeah. All right. Let's add him in. All right. All right. Let me see something here. I'm trying. There we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. There we go. We get ready to start, Doc. Give him time to get here. Yeah. Boy. Let me see here. Let me find these pages. Hold on 1 second. Gotta be late. All right, they coming on. Come on in. Children. Let's get down around the round. Talking here.
Yes, sir.
We finna let go.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I got a tablet missing.
Well,
I wonder where it is.
time to be known, man.
I know it, man. No. Yeah. I don't know what I do. Then again, somebody probably done moved. All right. All right, let's welcome us tonight to the talk show. Y'all hear echo? You hear echo, preacher?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm hearing an echo on my end. I don't know what's going on with it. I ain't looking at this problem. Let's try it again. Yeah. Let's
You hear the echo?
Yeah, I hear the echo. It's like I'm hearing myself. It must be you in that truck on that roof. That's what it is.
Hold on, wait a minute.
That's what it is. Yeah, see that I don't hear myself no more. See? Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's what it was, preacher. Look at here, preacher. I know my stuff a little raggedy, but it ain't that raggedy, preacher.
No, come on now.
We want to welcome you guys to the Relationships and Marriage talk show tonight, and certainly we're going to be talking about some thick conversations about relationships tonight, and we're going to have ourselves a wonderful time tonight. We're going to dig deep. Last week we was pretty raw, but tonight we're going to be even more raw. So we want to welcome all of you tonight, and we have Pastor Bard as a guest here tonight. And He's been with us, and he's all. I guess you might want to say he's one of the hosts of the show here, on here. So he's gonna
Oh, come on,
be infiltrating. We're gonna ask questions, and then we're gonna run. You see my green tablet, please. Where is that? But yeah, there it is. All right, there we go. There we go. But then the way, yeah, then so we there now. So certainly, we gonna roll the night with it, and we gonna have us a good time. Now let's get down to business. Let's see where we left out. Well, how your day been going, Pastor? Before we go into this, let's let you talk to the people a few minutes, and maybe you have an announcement you want to give them that you got going on, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead.
Well, man, my day been wet. It's been we saw no ark early, and we're grateful that we didn't have to get on it. So the Lord was good.
Really?
The power stayed on. Didn't have to worry about we had a couple of flickers, but we didn't go out. So God has been good to us. And
Right.
bad Shreveport, and we're coming in Shreveport September 16th, 17th. We're having our prayer, our gap in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's our first time hosting it in Shreveport. So yeah, we getting ready, geared up for that, and working on trying to do the final touches.
Yeah.
I'm coming home, and we're gonna have church. Then I'm going to the Soul Bowl. Amen.
Lord, that's what I'm talking about. 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 That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it sound like you. Sound like you got a big thing going on here. So might as well run with it and keep going, huh?
Might well. And might as well, Doc. Might as well.
Might as well. The gospel still got it. The gospel is nothing to be played with. It has a responsibility on its own, but we got to carry it. That's for
yes,
sure.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
got to get it done. All right, y'all. We're gonna get off into this marital relationships and marriages tonight, and certainly we want to touch some basics. Now, if you got any questions that you want to ask, feel free to ask them in the timeline. And if you want to call in, well, here's the number to it. You see it strolling about the bottom. You should see it coming in now across the bottom. You call in to the network number and see it. I see it, but it's not manifested. I don't know what that's. I don't know. That's something the technician I have to work on. But anyway, the number is 346. I can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with it. I just can't. I mean, I'm not gonna deal with it. It's too much. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, doctor. I'm gonna have to let them work it out as we go. We're gonna rock on. Anyway, but anyway, so let's get down to it, Pastor. So we're gonna go where we left off at last week, and that's and then if men's really, why do men's eyes wonder? That's because we worked on that, but we didn't get too much. We worked on it, we couldn't never cross it up together, but we went deep, we went hard. Why do men's eyes and hands and heads wonder while truly stating they are committed in a relationship with a woman? So that's where we at.
All right. I don't know why they talk like it's wrong.
Oh, Lord, help us. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. What you talking, preacher? What you talking?
I mean, man, we supposed to mule supposed to go blind and don't hold the line. I mean,
Something wrong
it's not the
somewhere, ain't it?
what. Yeah, so that you can wonder, but it's got to be a motive behind it. You know what I'm saying? My eyes can wander and I see all around me. I see, uh, not wanting to get, but just wondering because I'm a man. I mean, just like a wonder eyes wonder. Amen. They look. So, I mean, I don't understand. That sounds like
You
some
got like you
narcissism there. Huh?
Wait just a moment. Wait a minute. They can see so quick. See so quick until they done seen everything when it take us only 5 minutes to do what we gonna do, but they see like that. I mean, they really see just like that quick. They see real quick,
Yeah,
man.
they use
I
they
don't know.
peripheral.
Yeah,
They got
yeah, they
God
see.
gave them some kind of blessing in they peripheral, man. They can get details in the peripheral without looking. Amen. Shoot. We ain't got peripheral. We gotta look. I mean, shoot. Turn
I
head, look
know, man.
around. See?
I know it,
Yeah.
man. I mean, true. I mean, you know, when I look, I got to stop and look at her from head to foot and see if she weaving wonder or not. I got to make sure. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure what I'm looking at, I'm liking. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
nowadays, you don't know if you're looking at a woman or a man. I'm just gonna keep it
Yeah,
real with you.
that man, that's them cut all that looking out. That right there. That right there. That right there, partner. That's the reason why you should have nothing to
Woo!
worry about. Cause hey,
Boy, look at here, look at here. And look, I tell you, man, this is a mess. It's a mess, man. It's a mess. You don't
it
know what
is,
you
man.
with. God have mercy.
And so I don't look like back in the day. Look, shoot, I look. I mean, I got my question mark pop on my head and then I don't know what's fake. I don't know what's real. I don't know if it was a stem in an apple or was it a stem and just became an apple. I mean, I don't know. Shoot, it's massive confusion right about right now, man. But
Lord have mercy. This thing that's confusing, boy. It ain't of God. You better read that.
yes, Lord. But your question said
so,
when they say they love,
uh-huh.
you know, I love my wife, man. Man, and in love, you know, and you got man. Look at him. The Bible says, "He that finds a wife finds a good thing." You know, who
Yes,
can
sir.
find a virtuous woman? Now,
That's what
now
talk.
here it is. If you are a virtuous woman and that man heart is with you, you ain't got to wonder about the eyes because it's where his heart is. You know,
Nah,
and
that's
that's
true.
what most women don't understand. In my heart with you, that you know, the eyes ain't the problem; it's the heart. Because
So the
if a
problem,
man,
go ahead.
if a man ain't pleased with you no more, and you don't have his heart, he's back on the hunt. You see, you know, so you know that fall in line when we're talking about the loss of interest. Most of the time, women
Uh-huh.
start looking at men when they no longer giving them their attention, or they no longer in that man's heart anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
when
that's true.
I hear women mostly start talking about, you know, when they looking at because the man ain't happy at home, you know. But if that man happy
Now,
at home, go ahead.
they scared of that part. They don't want to do their responsibilities of making the man happy at home. I was dealing with a conversation with someone I think about 3 or 4 days that we was talking on the phone. They want the man to do this. They want the man to do this. They want the man to do this. Pay all the bills and do all thinkable things that should be done. But they don't want to do their part as a woman. They got an excuse. So why you want all of this and you cannot even handle all of this? Can't even take care of the responsibility of what you asking for.
Well,
She couldn't
men
say
need
nothing.
to hang that call. You need to hang that phone call. Men need to just go and hang that phone call up. When a woman immediately start looking at your responsibility, looking at what you're trying to bring to the table, you know, that's, that's not a good sign. That's not a good look, you know.
No,
And I know because at the end of the day, why are you looking at me and see if I am going to meet your expectation on what I'm bringing to the table? That tells me
right.
now you ain't got nothing on the table. You got time to look at me.
Now that's part of what we worked on last night. How you you wanna address the man and what he have, but then when he follow you, you don't have nothing on the table to put on the table, let alone what you have done with your life. If you go back over your life, whether it be 40, 50, 60, 30, 100 years or whatever, you need to check out man and woman. I said we're going to talk about these Ahabs tonight too, and we are. We want we you look at it and therefore they don't have nothing to bring to the table, ain't done nothing with their life, but then you want to infiltrate someone else's life that's done something with theirs and ride on what they have. I don't owe you nothing. Just because I'm married to you don't mean I gotta bring you to my house. We get a house together. Just because I'm married to you don't mean I gotta share my car with you. Let's go get a car together, get you one. I help you get a car and we roll on. Why I got to share all of my stuff with you? I don't know. You wasn't there when I paid. I'm just real. You wasn't there when I bought it. You didn't put a dime on it, and you really want to infiltrate. You work, man. Yeah. Lord have
Yeah,
mercy. Man, they off the
yeah,
chain, man. They off the chain. When I say these women off the chain,
they are, man.
they off the chain.
Men too. Men,
I'm
especially
telling you,
men, man. They giving us a bad rep, boy. Some of them out there, man.
that's what they
Get
do.
on the Ahab. That's what we walking up on right now. Ahab. That, that,
Ahab,
that joker right there.
done sit up here. Ahab done sit up here and cause this woman to be like she is. These weak, lascivious men. You cowards. You weak. You're sorry. And you'll do anything for some twat between a woman's legs. You ain't no good. You just ain't no good. You're weak. And these men should be dealt with.
Yes,
Because they
sir.
the one causing weakest link in the weakest they are the weakest link causing problem in the chain.
Yep.
It's pitiful. It's
They the
pitiful.
one.
That,
They the one. They the one that gives the false uh, representation. And what these
yes,
women, that's where they got that conversation from. What a man need to do, what a man needs to pay the bill. The man, I need a man, I need a man, because you didn't have an Ahab.
and you don't run the Ahab off too. Nah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know you run the Ahab off now, and now you just messing up everywhere, just messing up everywhere. You can't even keep, and now they can't even keep a woman. Can't even keep a bull dagger.
not one, not one, not one, not one, not one, not one, and that's why these women to be honest with you, that's what most women, majority of them, let's say the 8 out of 10, are searching for a man, not necessary. Look here, they looking for the Davids rather than the Ahab. And what happens when they meet David, they don't know how to handle David, because David coming in with structure, David coming in with a kingdom, ready to move. And it's got to be the passiveness about him is because he ain't right with God. So therefore, he's going to need allies. That's the only reason why he married Jezebel, because he needed Jezebel daddy money. Come on, protection.
That's it. Come on, Doc. Come on.
So you married because you want to be that. That's the only reason why Jezebel got power. She's not gonna worry. She got to worry about you.
Oh, he froze and he's
in control. That's why she can be a narcissist, because she's controlling from day one. But
That's
you
it.
don't say, no, we're not gonna do this. No, you're not gonna bring these titles up in here like that, But that's where the fight is. And then you want to call us when you done met Ahab done built your image up, done built your mind up. That's what man need. That ain't what all men need, man. And I'm gonna start because it's get and they don't get connected to God. And you let these women go around running you, telling you what you got to do. I'm trying to do that with my daughter. Look, Lord, she get in that boy ear, but the boy let her. You know what I'm saying? And, I'll be trying to defend him. Man, come on, man. I mean, shoot. But these jokers, man, they mama boys. That's what it is. That's why because they mama boys. Mama raised them to be like that.
Look here. They don't run us out of the house trying to find a father figure to be the father, rather than to have the real father in the house. They don't run the real men out of the house. Now they ain't kept the father figure. He don't run off. And now she is raising children all by herself. And then she mad and upset and complain left and right about how she's suffering it and what she going through and the whole 9 yards with it. She's having some serious problems. And then turn around and try to raise the boy to be men. Can't no woman raise no son to be no man. That's just out. I don't care who you are, what you are. I don't care if you became a bulldagger. You cannot teach your son how to be a man. First of all, it ain't in you to be a man. So how you gonna teach him about being a man?
That's why they got all these hairstyles, all these weaves in their head and everything. Ooh, Lord help me today.
All this weave in their head. They got these dreadlocks on top of their head and this weave added to it. Listen to these women. These women want pretty rickies, but when they get ready for a real man to pay the bill, they out there looking for lumberjack. You understand? You see what I'm saying? So she don't even know where she's going. Now you raising the sons up to be feminine, and you wonder why they booking them over now.
Yeah, that part.
Because they're being raised by a woman. Your woman can't raise no son by herself. Got a whole lot of them wanting excuses, though. They got a bunch of excuses why they raising. He did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. When you gonna take responsibility, woman, for what you do? You always want to run down there and tell everybody the story of what you done. But what the man done, but you don't want to tell. You don't want to tell what you did, and that's a lot of problem in a relationship, because the females, the male, the women do not want to answer for what they do. They could be wrong and they still are justified. They wrong and still are blamed the man or anybody they can blame it on rather than take responsibility.
And that's a hard thing for them to do.
That's very hard for them to do. They refuse to take responsibilities for their action. They're always right.
Well,
and
what Mama said.
Wrong.
And I might drop my signal, but here it is, Doc. Mama done raised them to tell them what a man should do. You hear what I'm saying? They raised the man should do this to the man, and they heard that all their life. So what do?
They follow what they were taught.
And now they bring it into a relationship. And a real man ain't gonna live off mama's script. I know. I don't need you to write no script. Shoot, no. That's that Jezebel stuff.
Yeah, all that, and they can't get a man with a conversation of decency, so they want to put on the bite rack and short that show their shapes and their vagina print and the breast print and their clothes. Because now you can't be heard from the inside. Now you want a man, trap a man from the outside. Like I told my son, don't you let no $5 dress, no $7 dress, and no $5 pair of shoes from no Family Dollar cause you a $70,000 lifetime child support.
That's real talk, man.
He called for $4-5. I'm just saying. That's all they got. They body, they mouth, they heart, their mind is infiltrated, it's damaged. So only thing they got is their bodies that they can use to try to trick a man to be with. And then when you trick a man to be with you, it only gonna last for 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. Most women, I'm gonna say this on this line. I'm gonna say this live, and I know this is gonna be a challenge for you, and we might as well go ahead and get it started. But if most women could learn how to take care and treat a man, she would not want for nothing, whether she had a job or not a job, whether she had some education or not an education. Long as she's a woman that can take the man in the back room and make a safe haven and rehabilitate him every evening and every morning before he come to work and when he come in, we will not hesitate to take care of her and protect her. What's your take on that? That's my standpoint.
Uh-huh.
He's traveling, y'all. He's about to pull in, look like. So we're just about, we lost him. But anyway, most men, until he checks back in, most men, we would take care of you, woman, if you learn how to control your mouth. This right here is your PowerPoint. Up here with men, this is our PowerPoint. This don't mix. This right here don't mix with this. It becomes dangerous to this. If you and I will learn how to communicate, a lot of things that women don't understand is how to communicate with the man she with. You because what your mama and your aunties and your grandmothers and others have told you about a man, you think that applies. That don't apply with every man. Every man is different. Every man likes certain things that's different. You can't come to me with Paul behavior, and think I'm gonna appreciate that and my name John. No. You can't fix the fool you fix for Paul, and I'm John, and you expect for me to like it. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So with that being said, this is why most of the women are alone. I've had many questions to come to me and say to me, why are we alone? Why we can't get no man? Why are we stuck out here? Why do The men don't want to be bothered with us and have nothing to do with us. I tell you why. Because 99.9%, especially to my Negro women, and y'all want to be called black women, all that. Okay, whatever. Your mouth is too big. I know you're going to come after me. I don't care. I'm ready for you. To be honest with you. You talk too much. You don't know how to shut your mouth up and listen. You want to be the head. You want to be the leader. And the man is the head. And you are the helpmeet. And you want to take over the man position in the house, in the streets. You want to do all of this on your own. Yeah. And you don't want to follow our leadership and authority and instruction. You just don't want to do it. He back y'all, and you just want to just say what you want to say, and you don't know what you're doing. And then when things get messed up, you want us to fix this mess up. Well, we tired of cleaning up your mess up. We be real off leaving you alone, finding us somebody else, or just stay by our own self, and you just go on your way. That's why you in your bed at night looking through your Facebook page looking for a man on Facebook. Oh, he's so handsome. This and that. If you got the man, you wouldn't even know what to do with him because the ones you done had, you done lost them too. So let's just keep it real.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm talking. Come on, Pastor Boy. I see you done made it back in.
Wow, Doc, that's so real. You know, and here it is. That what you just said, you know.
Turn your mic up, preacher. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it loud enough now?
All right, we got you. Yeah, we got you.
Well, man, this is the thing. You know, how do we? You got to realize there's a generational gap from what we saw
Yeah.
to who women are today. And most of these daughters are what they call they're reproducing the image of their mother, or some are trying to get away from their mother image, but don't have a solid foundation on. And this is where if you don't get married today, let's go on and just keep it real. Both persons got to develop within the marriage in something that should have been developed before marriage. You know,
this is true.
Because most time, what did the scripture say? When a man, in Genesis said, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. Now, I wouldn't even understand why you would have a conversation with a man or a woman when the conversation go as you was talking about what their needs is. One of the ways which I was blessed to have my wife was that I was already working. And what she did was, when she saw the opportunity to do something, she didn't ask me. She asked me, but she just helped in that area. She said, well, let me take care of this, or let me take care of that. You know, and she just to do that. But again, we're talking about the 50 club. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they know certain things, or certain things was exposed to them that they know basically because they had a father. You know, and most of these women cannot identify the love that we're willing to give them because they never had that example. That's why it looked Greek. You know, they look Greek to them because they only know their first experience of love was not affection, but sensual. And that's why they are looking for this man to bring all these things, that sensual part, But a man, a real man, that's not going to be his highest priority, being the central part. You know,
That's it.
he's going to be, he's yearning from something from the woman, which is more like that's like we said, help me, that's support. And whereas I don't have to
Right.
give you details, the one thing I can't stand is hear women say, "Well, he didn't tell me to do it." There ought to be some things ought to be instinctive about
come on,
that step in there and do it. You know, it ought to be an instinct in the man just to do it. But why would I have to tell you to do something that is in your instinct to do it? And I know it's in your instinct because you already said in your heart you ain't gonna do it.
That's it. And you done showed it. You done showed, man. You done showed it that you heard it and your choice that you made. That's literally, you tell them to stand up, they sit down. You tell them to sit down, they stand up on that. It's just insane, man. Just don't want to do what's right. Just don't care to do what's right. I mean, don't want to understand why.
Yeah.
What's right. Just don't care to do what's right. Just don't want their mind made up that. They mind made up that. They mind made up to do exactly what they gonna do. And that's a wrap. That's just what it is. I mean, that's just what it is for real, man. That's just what it is. And so at this point,
all women not like that.
Go ahead.
You know, and one of the things is I didn't meet too many women like that. I just wouldn't even have the time of day with them. I mean, you know what the Lord showed me one day? I used to wonder why I attracted certain women. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why they was attracted to me is because that is the character I portray. Come on. I portrayed that character that brought about that attraction. When my character changed, it changed that attraction to that woman or those type of ladies that you're describing are no longer attracted to me because the character changed. You cannot, you know, you have to look. Most men need to start looking at. We can talk all day how bad these women are, but why is that type of woman being attracted to you? You know. What you
bringing out of you, Doc? Yeah. Yeah, Doc. What's in you attracting that kind of woman to you?
Yes.
Could it be you've been a victim of this in your household raising?
Because you know, some women know who they can talk to and who they not talk to. Like some men know what certain women they can talk to and what some women they can't. There's certain conversation. If you got your business straight, I can't have a childish conversation with some kid who wants to talk about what the man should be doing. That's a child. I mean, that's a girl. I don't have time to have no conversation with no girl.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man.
You hear me, Doc?
So I'm not going to entertain that. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to bring something more than what you say you need. You know? And the same way with some women. Some women got it going on. They got their stuff. They you know, they doing what they supposed. They got their independence. Let's put it that real. Right. But then they keep attracting, you know, these guys, these boys that want to get in the car, want to drive in the car, and want to get in the house and everything like that, and play games all day. I don't see how a woman like that can lower her standard. You know, come on now, are you gonna pick me up? What come on now, come on. What kind of relationship you gonna have with a guy that you gotta go pick up? Come on, man. You know,
but they like them kind. They love that because they can control them. See them Ahab. Them Ahab boys, they control them Ahab. Women love what they can control, and then when it get out of control or something goes wrong and it gets bad for them, guess what? Then they looking for a David. Then, like you said, they looking for a David. They looking for a David. Then once they do that, then they looking for a David. I mean, it's simple. It's real simple. It's real simple. When I say it's simple, it's simple. They don't want a man that's strong enough to handle them. They want a man who gonna sit up there and pacify them, rub their feet when they get in work, and have dinner on the table. A real man do that there, but they like them little boys because all they want to do, well, to be honest with you, the way things looking now, they just want some sex. To be honest with you, I ain't never seen so many women that act like men now.
I heard that.
That's all they want.
They ain't looking for men. They just need you for the. I know. I ain't gonna say I know. Let me stop lying about this. But I frequently heard certain women no longer
right.
No married. They just want. They got this dude that I think I seen this on some series. He come over there, get it. Raising Cane. Oh boy. With the goat dealer. All she want him for is the flesh. You know.
Yeah, that's all.
You know. And that's
I did tell him don't forget. Yeah, look at him. Then they got something going on now talking about bring the rose with you. I said, what is a rose? And I went and looked it up. It's some tar that stood up there and vibrate and send them into a trench. And now they got panties with the rose in them. And they can hit a button in there on their keychain and cause them to have frequent orgasms. Ain't that crazy? What? They just want, man, you better pay attention. Man, these women out here that is on another whole fleet at the young floor. They on fleet now. I'm telling you what I read up on. I do a lot of research, Doc. I pay attention to research. If I hear something, I want to be up on it because I don't want to be standing up preaching and doing doing things, and then I'm able to reach them. You follow what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I want to be able to reach them and communicate. But these men, they out here now. They out here doing the job, putting their hard hat on and the boots and all that, and they going to work, and they want you to stay home and take care of the children and cook her dinner. And she coming to tell you, you ain't got my dinner ready. And some of these women will whoop a man. I had a man come to my house told me.
Come on now.
I'll tell you, I had a man come to my office and tell me I'm divorcing her. I just want out. In my office like a woman, Doc, talking like a woman. I mean, he just said, I can't do it no more. I just can't do it. I tried to do this. I tried to do that. I tried to do this. I tried to do that. And she beat me. And when he said that, I looked at him and ran back in my chair and just looked at him. She what? She beat me. I said,
man, stop playing. Stop playing, man.
I'm telling you, Doc, it's like a switcheroo, the shuffle. They done shuffle around. Now she over here, the man beating him, and he over here like the woman taking a beat.
Wow.
And the real man up. They get mad with him and set him up, get into it with him, and call the police on him so he can go to jail. So she gonna do them one way or another. She allowing, and that's another thing we gotta look at too. They allowing these young men. These men be like, I ain't got time for her drama. I'm gonna go ahead on and mash out because she ain't gonna do it because police and this gonna happen and that happen. And this is what they do. So, wow. And I had men called in to me and asked me, what do I do? The same thing she do to you. If she hit you, if you hit her, she call the police. If she hit you, you call the police and have her locked up press charges on and have her locked up. And when you get out, put a restraining order on. Treat her. And I think it's high time we men start to take care of, I had a situation that happened not long ago. And I was telling the Lord, I said, Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this situation. I'm talking to you about. You know what he told me? I said that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains faith. In other words, I gave you the power to deal with her. Now, dealing with her with these is not the answer.
No.
These are not the answer. These are not the answer. But disciplining her is, and you have to discipline your wife. Now, I know I'm finna get some started. I'll use that for purpose because I want to hear y'all talk some trash.
Oh, man.
Disciplining her and showing her where her area is and where she don't want to commit to you, submit rather, not commit, commit, but rather submit to you. Then you have to go to the next phase with her, how to get her to submit. Now, this requires patience and time. And then you need to get to know your wife or the lady you're dating with, her spirit man. You need to know her spirit man because a lot of us, we're dating men and women, but we don't even know them by spirit. We just know them by the flesh. This is why the marriages and relationship get tore up because you never got to know that person you with spiritually. You only got to know them fleshly. Wow. But you have to deal with her. God told me, don't tell me nothing about her. I gave you the charge just like I gave Adam the charge in the beginning to take rule and take authority and handle it. I was like, I said to myself, well, what I'm gonna do now? What I'm gonna do now? Whatever you got to do, but long as it's in the will of God, the way you deal with her. And I'm gonna tell every man on here today, you can't handle a woman by yourself. You need to have God's understanding to deal with her. Because I'm so glad. And I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be a rocket, and I'm gonna let you in, Pastor D. I'm so glad he took that woman out of my side. Because when I see them walking and the way they emotions all over the place, hormone, that will be some straight up loco. You hear me?
Oh, that's
man, for real. You think about these dudes running around here want to be women. Look how confused they is about if he left the women's rib where it was. Boy, we be in the fifth one. I know if it can stretch it.
Help me, Lord Jesus.
I know it, man. So weak men causes women to be trifling, sorry, lazy. God gave the woman to the man. It means he pulled her from you, so we should know what's in her and pull it out of her. Get it out of her to get it to work.
Okay.
I think we're lazy. I think as men we have become sorry, and we our sons, right? And it's been a generation of this. And now look at the women. Look at them. And we look at our daughters, only thing they know how to do is dress half naked to get a man. Wow. They don't even want to comb their hair. All they want to do is in their head, wig on, cut all their eyebrows off and draw all this mess on it. And when they get through with that, they got the lipstick on. And then when you wake up to it in the morning, no, this ain't the same lady I would. No, I didn't meet you last night. What? Where that woman that I'm with? Oh, then it's in the bathroom, my mop stick. The
Lay
makeup
down,
was on the tile.
lay down with Yolanda and woke up with Rolanda.
I know who. Well, who you, baby? Who you? because they are selling a false instinct. I mean, you walk and you see her. She's beautiful. Them girls make it look like she just fine as a whistle. I mean, you don't even know if she had children or not. I mean, you see them. And then when you take all that stuff off, I mean, put bloom, blah, blam, bloom, bloom. You're like, no, this ain't the woman I met. Yeah, this is her. She done put on all that cosmetic. So we never get to know the real you because you hit the real person. Lipstick, powder, makeup, wig, all these girdles. We don't know who you really are. So how can we fall in love with you if we don't even know who you are? First of all, I'm going to say this. I ain't scared. Again, you came to me in a lie. You came to me as a lie. You lied to me saying this is your house because you bought it. Now I don't know how to come out of your skull. You know, you lied to me. These eyelashes is yours because ain't yours. I want to see the real you. I think when we get back to the basic part of seeing who we really are with one another, I think we can really like and love them. You remember when we was in school, we had our little first girlfriend. She ain't have nothing but some bow on her head and a little dress and some slippers or whatever shoe. Man, we held her hand. That's my girlfriend. You remember that?
Yep.
You remember that, Pastor? You remember that?
Yeah.
We didn't see all that. We saw her for who she was, how pretty she was, just by herself. Now, she wasn't pretty to everybody, but she was pretty to the eye of the beholder. Nowadays, the women dresses up to deceive. Enough. Left and right. This is why these men and these boys don't want you, because they're used to you, Yolanda, Rochelle, what's her name? Deanna. We used to Danielle. We used to Peaches. We used to Angela. We used to all these different women looking just like you. So your competition has made us bored.
Wow.
So we recognize you now. You have multiplication. Not addition, but multiplication. And we see you and we recognize Peaches. I dated Peaches. I dated Yolanda. I dated Rochelle. I dated Rachel. I dated Jackie. I dated all these. And coincidentally, I meet you and you look like the other six that I was with. And I'm seeking to find this one on a please to me intimacy with me, mentally with me, inside out, and I'm studying getting dressed up, whatever you want to call yourself. Because they want to look like Beyonce, they want to look like Halle Berry. Let's find out tonight. Who are you? What is your idea? Let me fall in love with you, not your Halle Berry, not your Beyonce, not your whoever, whatever. I want to know who you are, woman. This is why you are single, because we don't know who you are. And since we are dating you and get to know you, and we are with you, we are accepting you for what we can get out of you. And then when we get bored and tired, we move away and we find the next clown for the job. Because we just traveling.
Let me see your scar.
Let me see you. Let me see you. I want to see you. I want to see you. If I can see you in the beginning, I want to undress you.
And I'm with you, then I'm with you with your defect.
There you go. But don't try to fool me. Come on, man. Don't try to deceive me on this, man. Don't try to hide. Don't try to hide me out because you done been out with all these Ahabs and not the tears of a clown because you want a real man. You done that to yourself. Tell the truth and stop lying to these children. Lord have mercy. I ain't never had so many children come sit down and talk to me about how they mom done lied on the daddy. And then the dad to get what I'm saying, and these children coming up molested, raped, all kind of stuff. Every time you look on the news, I know you just like I am. Every time you look up with the Amber Alert hitting your phone, they just called a man down there in Fort Worth, had abducted, here in Houston, abducted a 4-year-old and adopted a 4-year-old right out the front door, the mama in the back room with the other 4 or 5 kids.
Wow.
Where is the man in the house? Where is the man? You don't have no man, but you got a house full of children, and you still deceiving. You still dressing, trying to snatch somebody and play game, and you still alone. You still without love.
Alone.
Why keep doing this? Even a fool error know how to end.
Yeah, man.
I'm just speaking from the standpoint of my men's roundtable. Why we always looking away and around at something else? Because you cannot even hold our attention. You just weak.
Right.
You have nothing strength about you that can keep a man. You women like the women like to comfort each other and talk to each other and make each other believe that they all right. You talk to another woman, she's supposed to tell you all right.
Right.
She ain't in the bed with you. What about the man that's in the bed with
you? Yeah.
What you say, Pastor?
They ain't gonna keep it real with you.
They ain't gonna keep it real with you, man. The man that's sleeping down on the side of you, ask him the truth. It's gonna hurt you, but it's gonna better you.
Wow.
And it's vice versa. Ask the woman on the side of you, man. Is she true to the game, as young people say? She gonna tell you the truth. Nah, man. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. You good, but you ain't paying the bills around here, And I don't mind paying the bill, but at least you can do it. Meet me halfway. Keep it real.
Go ahead and establish that. Amen. Don't
That's it.
wait.
And then
you're gonna have to make it happen.
That's it. And then when you wind up with AIDS and herpes and syphilis and all this crazy stuff in your body, you got this honestly because you did to yourself.
You sure did.
You did to yourself. Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yes,
he
sir.
got green eyes. Huh?
I said, yes, sir.
Look here. They chasing him now. Oh, he got broad shoulders. He got a 6-pack. Well, he got all that there you want. But he belonged to about 5 more other women. He go to man with broad shoulders.
6 foot, 6-pack.
Yeah.
6 figure and 6 baby mama.
Yeah. And still ain't gonna love you. And you still because your eyeballs is greedy. You ain't never got enough. You always looking over the fence. Always looking over the fence.
That greed. I want covenant. That's what the Bible calls.
Yep. That's it, man. They just out there.
That you cannot afford.
That's it.
You can't afford.
Why ask for something you can't afford? Why put your hands on something you can't afford? Why entangle yourself and have entanglement with things that you know that's not going to benefit you, that's not going to be beneficial to you? Why do that to yourself? You wind up hurt, and then the worst part about it is they get hurt, and then they turn around and hurt our children.
Mm-hmm.
They hurt our children because they hurt. You look just like your dad, and I can't stand him, and you'll do something to him. The girl, you just like your dad. You're ignorant, blip, 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 do all that. Come on, man. You can't afford our children. Give us our children. Stop using our children for your paycheck. Stop using our children for you, for your gain. Say, get a house. Get up and get a job. Do something for yourself. Buy yourself a house. Buy you a car. Do all of that. If you can't afford it, while the children with you, then give us our seed. The Bible says, and I'm going to break this down even further. The Bible says, she shall give birth to his seed. His seed. So the child ain't even none of yours, woman. It belongs to the Father. Nah, because you did 9 months of pain, you think you own the child. You think you own the child. You don't own no child.
Lord,
I could go with them and leave it alone because I go back and even bring. She was the one that went out there and ate that fruit. But it wasn't nothing that happened to Ahab sit there and ate it with her. And he was standing right on the side of it.
Adam, why, Adam? Why?
Oh, Ahab here, boy. You know, we in the book of Genesis now. We've been stuck at the first and 26th verse for the last 3 weeks here, 4 weeks here now. We've been just stuck, man. We just been stuck.
We both this hard.
We just been stuck. I mean stuck, man. I mean, well, that beginning of the beginning of time is in existence even to this day.
Yes, sir. Yes,
men.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Following women. Oh,
yes,
Lord, let me get on away from right now. They done, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And they can't get the woman to obey the way they're supposed to. Now they go book over man, try to make him obey the way a woman should.
That's true, man.
We ain't gonna get off into these threesomes they got going on and foursomes down. Oh, the woman go out there, get the other woman, bring the woman, put it in the bed with her, and say, we gonna do this together.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Doc, this is this relationship marriage.
What?
Look, you better hear what I'm telling you, man. You better hear what I'm telling you, man. They throwing some of anything now. Anything. They ain't just bisexual, man. They trisexuals out here now. They tried anything. Next, they gonna have the dog and the horse in the bedroom next.
Man, I wish nigga. Boy, let me get off it. Yeah, you. Woo, Jesus. Woo, boy.
They gonna have the dogs in the bedroom next. And these Ahab don't understand. She can go all day long having you. You won't gonna get weak. She gonna start to get stronger and stronger.
Wow,
boy,
that's unbelievable,
man. Unbelievable.
But reality.
That third, that snake. I call them the two-legged. Because when they started operating like that, it became the serpent after the serpent fed them. But that serpent couldn't get inside of Adam, but he got inside of Eve, though. That's why the Lord said, "I'll put an imp between you and." He said, "I'm gonna put an imp between you and the serpent." That means that serpent got in her. He had to separate that serpent out of her. It's the book of Genesis now.
Right. That third chapter.
Boy, he working with me in this book of Genesis now.
Mm-hmm.
And we way out here in the other book preaching. We ain't even, Lord have mercy. But this is our marriage and relationship tonight. We dealing with I don't care who don't like it. You don't like it, get off my age. You ain't even got to come back around on this show. You can go on and leave. Go on by talking to the people who want to know the truth, change, and want to develop. I'm not saying the men are perfect. We are not perfect. But this show is about men's roundtables, about marriages. About relationship marriages and where we stand. That's what this show is about. And I'm certainly going to be putting together, and I am putting together a roundtable for the women to come on and why they treat the men the way they treat and all this. Because I'm so sick of them, that's all they can holler about. He hurt me, or I was hurt 2 years ago, 5 years ago. He did this. Man, get over it.
Yes,
Just get over it. God, dog, the man going on with his life, and you need to go on with your. Get up from there and go on. God, dog, always crying all the time, and then you want to come in your life and clean up with your mom, dad, your uncle, and your friend, and somebody done told you, don't fool with that boy. Don't fool with that man. You still went out there and fool with. Now you want to cry. You lay down with a dog, you get puppies. That's what you get.
Stop playing.
And the puppies don't puppies don't mean the puppies like a dog. It mean the hell that come with them. All your puppies. But if come over, if you get AIDS, that's your puppy. You're hard that's your puppy. You did.
You done went wrong, boy. You done went wrong.
We want to thank y'all for coming on tonight. The preacher got to go, and certainly we had a good time tonight on this talk show. I did. I enjoyed myself, and certainly we hope you come back on this weekend. If you don't come back. Always, brother. If you don't like, don't come back. Keep it moving. That's your hell. That's your problem. We're going to tell it how it is over here on the Relationships and Marriage Talk Show. We'll see y'all the next time we come around. And I enjoy. If you have any comment, place them in the bottom. The number, just call in. We here. And we're going to ride on with it. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Love you, man.
All right, preacher, we out of here, man. Yes, sir. I love you too.
Next week, same time, same place.
Oh, Lord. All right, doctor. I'll catch you. We get your prayer line. I'll call you later on.